guys, it's Kelly and welcome back to my channel. Today we are doing a Subaru Outback tour and I am actually so excited to bring you this video. I love the Subaru lineup and I think they make some very versatile family cars, secondary cars, cars for teens. Really, like there's kind of something for everybody in the Subaru lineup, and the Outback is no exception. If this is your first time joining me, hey, I'm Kelly and I'm the car mom. I review cars for moms and for families. I'm a mom of 3 with number 4 on the way, and I'm a certified child passenger safety tech. All right, let's get started. Now, the Subaru Outback is what we would kind of call like a hatchback sedan. It's not quite an SUV, and it actually provides some really great cargo space, which is why I really like it for families, believe it or not. This is a car that I frequently recommend for families looking for maybe like dad's car who drive the kids sometimes, or just people who maybe live in the city, want a smaller car, but still want to feel like they have good room for their families. The Outback really does check a lot of boxes. I also like the Outback because it's a really great car to look at for the pre-owned market. The Outback first came out in like 1994, but the 5th and 6th generation of the vehicles are very similar. The 5th generation came out in 2015, and the 6th generation just came out in 2020. So if you're entering the pre-owned market, Subaru doesn't really do much to change up their cars very frequently. So I find that there's a lot of these in the market for a good price. They're reliable, they're safe, they're versatile, and it really is like one of my most recommended used cars. Now, as far as the tech's concerned, I don't think Subaru is like winning any major awards with this. I find that the interior design and just overall infotainment system is a little clunkier than some other manufacturers. You know, nothing feels integrated here. There's a lot of like big physical buttons. We do have a heated steering wheel on this touring trim, so some nice tech. And then we get into this infotainment system. Now, this has been refreshed recently. It's not my favorite. I think it looks kind of like Fisher-Price, but I really don't think we're buying this car for the bells and the whistles. We're buying this car for the safety, for the all-wheel drive, for its off-roading capabilities, for its size, its convenience, things like that. So this I'm just kind of glaze over. Heated seats and ventilated seats, though, available on this touring trim. We've got USB, USB-C, wireless charger, backup camera, 2 cup holders that can both fit Stanleys, so that feels really good. And then we've got a very tiny center console. You guys look at this, a CD player. I can't tell you the last time I've seen a CD player in a car. I kind of love it in the center console. That like feels like a good spot for it. This is an impressive piece of technology for the size of this car. That is a rear view camera. So if you're going to be carrying passengers in that second row, sometimes visibility can be obstructed, so I really like that. We also have a sunroof. Feels really good. So you've got the features, and again, I like the space and the value of this car. I just feel like the tech is a little bit behind. Okay, so let's talk car seat setup. So in the Subaru Outback, you have 5 lower anchors and 3 tether anchors. So the 5 lower anchors is something we see manufacturers put in here and there. And to be honest, it's not like it's kind of a nothing burger, because basically a 5th lower anchor would just give you the option to install a car seat off-centered in the middle and outboard seat with the lower anchors. So really you would lose a seat completely if you do this, and I guess their thinking is they get like some bonus points from NHTSA because like they did something extra. But again, you would lose a seat, and it would just allow you to have a car seat installed in the middle with lower anchors, which I think makes some families feel more comfortable than they think that the middle seat is safer for kids in car seats. I think the safest place to put your kid is wherever you can get the best installation. So that may be the middle, that may not be the middle. And certainly if you're in the situation where you would need to use, all of the seats, like that would be impossible. Okay, so let's talk 3 across, because what's interesting about the Subaru Outback is I was kind of expecting it to be a little bit more 3 across friendly. The Forester, I have much more success with doing 3 across. The Outback, it's not that the size was bad. It's that those 2 buckles are so rigid and indented into the seat that I had a very difficult time installing a car seat without being on top of a buckle. And then additionally, with kind of like how this seat's designed with this hump, I was a little off-centered. I had some overlap happening here. So truthfully, I tried a few different combinations, and I have like 35 car seats in my collection. I didn't have a combination that I felt great about. So although a combination may exist that's out there, I'm going to say I would not buy this car with the intention to do 3 across, because you also have to remember, just because you get like one combination to work The second you have a child in the booster seat or you welcome a third child, or like someone grows out of a seat or someone goes from rear facing to forward facing, it could throw this whole thing out the window. So I think it's a really excellent car for 2 kids in car seats. I would not recommend it for 3. So the 2 car seats I brought was the Nuna Pippa. This is an infant seat that I've really been enjoying. It's very compact front to back, so I like trying it out in smaller cars with a taller driver like myself. And I mean, this was excellent clearance. Like, even if I was several inches taller, I could go back quite a ways and have plenty of great room. The other seat I brought was the Britax Poplar seat. This is Britax's new slim seat. I love the click-tight installation. I find it very easy to use. The only thing to note is that it doesn't play very well with non-removable headrests, but luckily in the Outback, the headrests in the second row are removable. Okay, so here's a shot of me in the second row of the Subaru Outback. This seat set for myself, very comfortable. Wagons have good space. Like, I have good head clearance, I have good knee clearance. My amenities, heated seats, vents, kind of tiny, just back here, USB, USB-C, and I am kind of into this like leather back pocket that's like kind of all separated out. Keeps me nice and organized. A nice little side cubby there to fit a water bottle. Okay, and then in here we have the trunk. And look at how nice this trunk is, you guys. This is a huge, I mean, Mockingbird stroller. This is a big stroller. Fits excellently. Oops. Pull that out. Really good space. Cargo cover, we could take that out. We could lay the seats flat for even more storage. You just do that right here. Underneath here we have some tools. But really, I mean, it's for the size of the car, it feels like almost like half the car is trunk space. All right, so that's going to wrap up this 2024 Subaru Outback tour. Again, this tour applicable for 2020s through 2024s. A really great, affordable car. Like, that's what I have to say about it. If you're looking for cargo, if you're looking for small, with still good room for car seats, 2 car seats, the Outback really is one of my top choices.